4th down and 6. Olbridge gotta have it. Shotgun formation. Nugent, a lot of time. Rolls out. He's running out of space. Will roll the other way. They look, corner of the end zone. Touchdown!
Rowan heading for the touchpad with the lead. And the props will take the men's 400-yard freestyle relay.
Andrews will be in shotgun. He takes the snap, makes the handoff. He'll throw it down the left sideline. He's got a wide open receiver. He's got the touchdown.
Motion man is Simmons. Trotman throwing towards Simmons down the field, and he makes the catch in traffic for a Bearcats touchdown.
Back to pass, middle of the field. The catch is made by Britt. She's off to the races at the 40, the 30, the 20, the 10. Britt is in for the score.
Back on in, here's Yoxon. Yoxon to the backhand, trying to go to the front, makes the move and shot, and he scores!
Gracie comes set and delivers. And that's it on the ground to second. Throw to first, in time, and the ball game is over. South Shore survives a late scare, and they are the 2024 New York State Little League Baseball champions. Live from Great Kills Little League in Staten Island, New York, the PDF Sports Network is proud to welcome you into coverage of the Eastern Regional 10U Softball Championship. In our New England bracket final, the number 2 seed Maine will take on the number 1 seed Connecticut for a spot in the 10U Softball Eastern Regional Championship game later today. Good morning, everybody. My name is Joe Foreman on the call solo. If you are looking for our Mid-Atlantic semifinal between New Jersey and Maryland, that game is taking place over on field number 1, the main baseball field. My PDF Sports Network colleague, Nicholas Bavona, is on the call for that game. You can check that out on the same playlist as this game, 2 camera setup at each venue. For our games this morning, Nick and I reunite for the championship game with our 3-camera setup at approximately 12:30 to 1 p.m. at some point during that 30-minute window. But before we get there, it is the New England bracket final here on field number 2. And it will be Maine coming to bat first as the visiting team in this game. Connecticut, the home team, as I mentioned before. Maine, the 2 seed. Connecticut, the 1 seed. In the circle for Connecticut in this game is Avery Cheklinski. We've seen plenty of her in the circle throughout the week. She will be opposed in today's starting pitching matchup by Natalie McCurdy. She picked up the win in yesterday's victory for Maine. But those 2 pitchers have been really good so far throughout this regional championship tournament. And both of their teams will be looking for more of the same here this morning. First pitch of the game, in for a strike, 0-1. All right, so we had an error with our live stream setup. My game is actually pushing to both live streams. So if you're tuning in looking for the Maryland and New Jersey game, you are getting our game by error. I'm going to correct that right now, and hopefully we can take care of that in the next few seconds. Meanwhile, the count 1 ball and 2 strikes on the main leadoff hitter, Maeve McDonald. So I'm going to try and work in the background to correct the issue with the streams as I call this game. So be patient with me for a minute. If you're looking for Maryland and New Jersey, we'll have you back shortly. We may have to create a new link for that game, but we're going to take a look here and see if we can change that. That one blooped down the line in right field. That is a base hit to begin the game for Maeve McDonald. She's still going, and she is into second base standing with a leadoff double. Good start for Maine here in the top half of the first inning. First pitch to Natalie McCurdy is in for a strike, and they'll have to pay close attention to McDonald over at second. For those looking for New Jersey, we may have to stop your live stream for just a couple of minutes. We're going to copy the stream and create a new one for you. as it does not appear we can change the RTMP address once the stream is already in progress. So for those of you looking for New Jersey and Maryland, your stream is going to go offline momentarily. Meanwhile, here at Field 2, that's bounced over to second. McDonald will advance to third, and McCurdy is out, one away in the inning. Here on Field 2, Amelia Cody is the batter. That's taken high and outside, ball one. That one fouled back. Count even 1 ball and 1 strike. Count now 1-2 on Cody, hoping to get the runner in from third. Count now even 2 balls and 2 strikes. That one's dribbled foul. Count even at 2-2 here. Still trying to get that stream live on the other field as that swung on and missed. Strike 3, and that's a big punch out in the circle for Cheklinski as Cody goes down swinging for the second out. Hayden West at the plate, fouls the first pitch back, 0-1. That pitch up and away, 1 ball and 1 strike. Pitch gets away. There's a swing and a miss for strike 3, and that will get Cheklinski through the first inning. Maine strands a runner on third in the top half of the first, and we have no score here in this New England bracket final. Yeah, the guy who set it up put the same address for both fields because originally both games were supposed to be at different times, and didn't change it to make sure that the address it was pushing to was different. I created a new one for him. I think he's good. I'm going to call him now.
Hey, what do you think, Paul? Where's Joe? Go ahead. Have a good day.
C&S Industrial is your all-in-one supply and tool store for commercial, industrial, and domestic industries. A leader in HVAC supply stores, K&S provides various building and maintenance supplies for office buildings, industrial plants, schools, homes, and more. We also specialize in getting our customers hard-to-find items. If you're looking for HVAC supply stores that also offer anything else you might need, look no further than K&S Industrial. If they make it, we'll get it. K&S Industrial.
All right, we're back here on the PDF Sports Network as we had to address an issue over at the other field. Our live stream here on field number 2 was also pushing to stream number 1. The reason for that is because these games were originally scheduled to be played at 2 separate times. And because of that, each game was able to be pushed to the same address since they would not overlap. However, with the games overlapping now, the streams cannot push to the same address, and that created an issue for them over on field number 1. That's being taken care of as we speak. Joe Foreman with you here at field number 2. Maine stranded a runner at third in the top half of the first. Still no score here in this New England bracket final, as that one is bunted foul down the third base line. At the plate here for Connecticut is Chloe Trice. We'll get you their full lineup very quickly. It's Trice leading off, followed by Zayas, Hoggett, Gregory, Durand, Cheklinski, Villa Arcea, Hayward, Persico, Arias, Fallon, and Usi. I'll make that Usi, excuse me. I think we are all caught up here on field number 2. We were ready to go, and then I got the phone call about the issues on field 1, as that one's blooped in the air over shortstop, base hit. And Trice is on to lead off the game with a single. Both teams getting the leadoff batter on in their half of the first inning. And now attention being paid to the runner over at first. Count 0-1 on Callie Zayas, and that swung on and missed for strike 2. McCurdy quickly ahead in a 2-strike count. And that one's bounced on the infield to third. The only play is to second, and the throw is not in time. The ball also got away, and now heading for third is Trice, and she is in safely. That will go down as an infield single for Zayas. I think the runner Trice was certainly going to beat that over at second base. We'll get one more look at it here on replay. That's a good defensive cut there by Zayas just to make contact with that ball. There will be an error on the play allowing the runner to move up to third as the ball got away into center field. Second hit of the game for Connecticut. First error for Maine as the runner moves up to second. That's expected. We've seen that time and time again with runners on first and third. Typically the runner won't stay put at first very long. Half swing there. No swing on that pitch. 1-1 the count. That one's hit pretty well out to left field, and that will land over the head of Bruneau in left field. It rolls all the way to the fence. That should bring home a pair, and it will. It is a 2 RBI double for Haley Hoggett, and Connecticut goes in front by a pair. It's 2-0. Already their third hit of the game. Here's one more look at that swing. No doubt both runners would come in once that ball cleared Bruneau out in left field. And Connecticut has jumped out to an early 2-run advantage. They have been the most consistent offensive team so far in this championship. We should be live over on the other field for those looking for the Maryland and New Jersey game. We should be live there now. I'm checking in from here over at field number 2 as the action resumes with a foul ball, 0-1. This is Riley Gregory at the plate. Gregory got some work in the circle yesterday, came on late in that game. The 0-1, taken for a strike, 0-2. 2 runs already home on 3 base hits for Connecticut here in the first inning. And that is hit shallow into center. That will fall for a hit. It gets away and rolls all the way to the warning track. That will bring home a run. And that will probably go down as an RBI single for Gregory, an error in center, allowing her to take second. But either way, Connecticut, with 4 straight hits, has jumped out to an early 3-0 lead. Here's one more look at that last base hit. That one dropped just in front of the center fielder, right outside of the frame of our wide shot as that gets away. And over to third goes Gregory. That pitch taken low and inside. And they'll look the runner back over to third. The 2-0. Up high, 3-0. Get you the link for that New Jersey game very quickly in the live chat. It is a part of the same playlist as that's taken high and away. That is ball 4. Still nobody out in the inning. The first 5 Connecticut batters have reached. Avery Cheklinski, the batter. That one's fouled back, 0-1. Dropping that link in the live chat now. That one's taken high and outside. Runner going for second. And staying put at first, 1 pitch longer than I expected, was Devin Durand, who drew the walk. Durand now on second. Over to third. Already was Gregory. And now there are 2 in scoring position for Avery Cheklinski as she swings and misses. The count now 1-2. The full New Jersey and Maryland game will be posted in its entirety later. We have the entire game recorded. We just did not have the entire game able to be pushed to YouTube as Cheklinski strikes out looking. And Melise Villa-Alisea, the batter. She takes a strike, 0-1. 1 away in the inning for Connecticut. And still 2 in scoring position. If McCurdy could keep this a 3-run game, that would be massive in this spot, as that's popped up on the bunt attempt, but well foul. And the count quickly goes to 0-2. The 0-2. Swung on and missed, strike 3. And it seems like McCurdy has found it now, back-to-back strikeouts. And there are 2 away in the inning. A big opportunity here to keep this a 3-run game. The batter will be Vivian Hayward. First pitch on the way. Swung on and missed. And again, they'll keep a close eye on those runners. Tough to advance from second and third, but they will definitely not make things easy on this Maine battery defensively. The 0-1. Swung on and missed, 0-2. McCurdy 1 strike away from stranding 2 in scoring position and limiting the damage to 3. And she's done it. Strike 3 swinging on Hayward. That is the third consecutive strikeout for Natalie McCurdy. She strikes out the side, but not before Connecticut strikes for 3 runs on 4 base hits, helped along by 2 Maine errors. We head to the second. Connecticut in front, 3-0.
State Little League Championship is proud to have Dave & Buster's as a proud sponsor. Where are you going after the game? There's only one place with delicious food, ice-cold drinks, games on the big screen, and fun for the whole family. Food and drink specials are available all week with the latest video games and the biggest arcade on the island. Redeem tokens for great prizes and come back often because Dave & Buster's is the place to be for game day and all the days in between. Turn on the fun with Dave & Buster's on Staten Island.
This game, as well as all the other games, have been covered for our local newspaper, the Staten Advance. When you first walked in, there was a barcode you could scan from SILive.com, but if you'd like, go directly to SILive.com.
Comes to sports, why be good when you can be legendary? At Legend Sporting Goods in Brooklyn, we service the community with only the best custom apparel, embroidery, and service, specializing in youth sports, so that the leaders of today become the legends of tomorrow. We're proud to support all of this week's great athletes and invite everyone to check us out and make us a part of your team. Come see why Legend Sporting Goods is in a class by itself. Visit us online or call us now.
And we are back from Great Kills Little League. It is 3-0 Connecticut over Maine as we begin the second. 4 hits in the bottom half of the first inning for Connecticut. A couple of Maine errors helping along that rally. And now the home team leads at 3-0. It will be 5, 6, and 7 due up for the visitors here in the top half of inning number 2. That pitch in for a called strike. I believe we have a 1-1 count. There's a swing and a miss, 1-2. Gabby Saldivar at the plate. And she bounces one back to the circle. Throw goes to first in time, 1 away. That will bring up Riley Whitehead.
The third base is number 13, Riley Whitehead, number 13.
Whitehead gets the start at third base for Maine in this game. First plate appearance here. She's behind 0-1. The 0-1. Fouled back, 0-2. The 0-2 pitch. Skips in. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And that pitch swung on and missed. Foul tipped into the catcher's glove, I believed. And that is strike 3. 2 away. Third strikeout of the game for Czeklinski. Carly Piacatelli will be the batter. Comes to the plate here with 2 outs and the base is empty. Starting center fielder for Maine. And she takes a strike, 0-1. We're having a signal issue from out in center field right now. Just lost our infield camera. Taking a look out there, I don't see any reason for that, so hopefully it links back up. Count even 1 ball and 1 strike as that pitch misses 2-1. All right, we're back from center field. Not sure what that was. Comes the 2-1. Taken low for ball 3. So after a pair of lightning quick outs, as they did check on the swing over at first, but she certainly did not go. After a lightning quick first 2 outs, Cheklinski a pitch away from a walk here. And that swung on and missed 3-2. Maeve McDonald got on base to lead off the game with a double for Maine, but she was stranded at third. Connecticut then plated 3 in the bottom half behind 4 hits and a couple of Maine errors. As Piasatelli strikes out, and that will do it for Maine in the top half of the second. The visitors go down 1-2-3. Connecticut to bat when we come back.
Deli, we're glad to be your go-to pizzeria, serving you the best pies, signature sandwiches, and gourmet meals in Staten Island since 1971. Visit us at 5373 Arthur Kill Road to find out why we're the island's best for quick bites and full-sized catering. Whether in person or on location with our food truck making stops and bringing it all to you, Town Deli is where excellence in quality meets taste. Voted the island's best. Stop on in and let us serve you.
And we're back from great kills for the bottom half of the second inning. Maine went down 1-2-3 in the top half. And Kinsley Persico will be the batter. She bounces one on the ground, down the line, foul. Count 0-1. Connecticut has had some big wins, including the victory over Vermont via the mercy rule to get here, as Persico held the swing 1-1. But I think they've been the most consistent team in terms of prolific run production. Certainly have done a lot of scoring, so that's taken for strike 1 and 2. They face a pitcher in Natalie McCurdy, who's pitched extremely well throughout this regional tournament, and typically has been very strong early in games. In both of her starts that I covered, they got to her late in the game, but did not hit much early. That included a game yesterday against Rhode Island. Actually, both of her starts that I covered were against Rhode Island. Count now full, 3-2. There's a big pitch here after a first inning in which McCurdy had to work very hard, and she issues the leadoff walk. So Persico on with a walk to get things started here in the second for Connecticut. And now Sophia Arias will be the batter. First pitch. Out of the zone, ball 1. And they'll walk the softball back toward first base again. 1-0. Swing and a miss, 1-1. There goes the runner. The throw to second, a bit high. It gets into center field, but no chance for Persico to advance. So once again, Connecticut very quickly has a runner in scoring position. They have wasted no time in each of the first 2 innings. One to the backstop, and over to third goes the runner. The ball nearly got into left field, but right now, wild pitches have been an issue. Runners freely advancing from first to third, from first to second. It's been a tough start for Maine. And again, that ball goes to the backstop. Count 3-1 now. Against a team that's hit as well as Connecticut has, it's tough when you issue the free passes. Those are the ones that really come back to bite you more often than not. as that's lined to first and caught. That is a great play by Cody over at first base, checking the runner at third, and forced to hold was Persico. 1 out in the inning. That'll bring up Bryn Fallon. And all of a sudden, an escape here from McCurdy, very realistic. They'll bring the infield in here, and the bunt was popped up. Foul. Very nearly caught along the line. With the infield as far in as they're playing, I would guess they're coming home with the softball if given a chance. The problem becomes if the runner doesn't go, you concede first, but they get the pop-up, and it was caught. We'll get a look at it on replay from the wide shot, but that was caught outside of our view in foul territory. You'll see charging in, making the basket catch from her position over at third base was Whitehead. And now there are 2 away in the inning. Count 1-0 on Skylar Usey. And with 2 big outs, McCurdy now has a chance to escape unscathed. 1-0. Swung on and missed, 1-1. Behind Usey, it's back to the top of the order. The 1-1. Low and away, 2 balls and 1 strike. The leadoff hitter for Connecticut, Chloe Trice, had a base hit, one of 4 straight to open the game for Connecticut in the bottom half of the first inning, and you do not want to turn this over back to the top of the lineup if you're McCurdy. But she's now behind 3-1 against the number 12 hitter. Comes the 3-1. Swing and a miss, 3-2. A big pitch coming here. Payoff. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Big strikeout for Natalie McCurdy as she sets down UC swinging to bring the bottom half of the second inning to a close. Connecticut gets a runner over to third with nobody out and does not score. We head to the third. Connecticut in front, 3-0.
Awards and Trophy Center is proud to sponsor this week's New York State Little League Championship. Located at 1600 Highland Boulevard on Staten Island, we pride ourselves in not only building trophies, but building relationships as we service our community and treat you like family. Your event and its achievements deserve the best. That's why Country Awards and Trophy Center is ready to work with all of our clients to make your event a memorable one, with awards, trophies, and gifts that make a lasting impression. Come see why we love our customers and they love us. Visit us today.
This tournament would not be possible without the great support of the Staten Island Advance. Not only does the Staten Island Advance have full coverage of the tournament, but we are committed to covering island youth sports year-round and all news close to home. Pick up the paper today and look for great subscriber deals now for our loyal readership. Visit us online at silive.com for news and photos of this week's tournament and all the breaking news on Staten Island, the nation, and the world. The news of Staten Island is the Staten Island Advance and silive.com.
Third inning about to get started. From Great Kills Little League, Connecticut on top of Maine 3-0 in this New England bracket final. The winner of this game moves on to take on the winner of the game between Maryland and New Jersey. That game is live right now on a separate stream. You can check that out on the same playlist where you found this game, right here on the PDF Sports Network YouTube channel. Still no score between Maryland and New Jersey. However, a big threat mounted right now by Jersey. They have 2 in scoring position with 2 outs in the top of the second. So you can check that game out over on a separate stream. For those of you tuning in to Connecticut and Maine here, my name is Joe Foreman on the call solo. Nick Bavona over on the New Jersey-Maryland game. And we'll have championship coverage for you in just a couple of hours. We're looking at between a 12:30 and 1 p.m. start for our Eastern Regional Championship game later today. That pitch to the backstop, and Lucy Coulthard is ahead. 2 balls and 1 strike. Maine had a leadoff double from Maeve McDonald in the first inning and went down 1-2-3 in the second. Avery Cheklinski has retired 6 straight, and that's in for a called strike, 2-2. Two-two pitch. Taken low, ball 3. Three-two. In there, strike 3 called. Another strikeout for Cheklinski. That's her 3rd straight and her 5th of the game. And that will bring up Reagan Gagnon. First pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Seven in a row set down by Cheklinski now. And there's a good off-speed pitch. That runs the count to 0-2. Nothing into the count on the Maine extra hitter. The 2-strike pitch. Taken low, 1-2. One, two. Swung on and missed, strike 3. 4 in a row for Cheklinski. In terms of strikeouts, she has now retired 8 straight. And Penelope Bruneau will be the batter. We've talked plenty about Connecticut's bats throughout this championship, as that pitch is swung on and missed for strike 1, but Cheklinski has pitched extremely well on top of it. It has been a complete effort for them, as they have yet to lose a game in this regional championship. Count 1-1 on Bruneau. Same goes for Maine. Both Connecticut and Maine finished pool play 3-0. Both won yesterday. Connecticut a bit more convincingly with a run rule victory, as that's in for a strike 1-2. But Maine late in their game with some key insurance runs secured the win over Rhode Island. That pitch up and away, 2-2. Both games that Maine played against Rhode Island saw them push to their limit. Won one of those by a run, another by a pair yesterday, as that's taken for strike 3. And Cheklinski strikes out the side in the 3rd. Maine goes down 1-2-3 for the 2nd straight inning. We head to the home half of inning number 3. Connecticut in front, 3-0.
Staten Island Academy is the only pre-K through 12 independent school on Staten Island. And it really is designed for students to go through the entire educational experience in one setting.
What the Academy seeks to do is take every student to accelerate their gifts and their strengths and to find those gifts and strengths that are yet unknown.
I think the community is something that you can't match anywhere else. It just makes you feel comfortable doing what you like to do every single day.
All right, we're back for the bottom half of the 3rd inning. 1 ball and 1 strike, the count on Connecticut leadoff hitter Chloe Trice. And she goes ahead 2-1 as that pitch got away toward Maine's dugout. Make that. That is Maine's dugout. Really tough to tell. You have the M, but that is from Milford, I believe, on the helmets of Connecticut. Count now 3-1. 3-1. Low and away, ball 4. And for the third straight inning, Connecticut has the leadoff batter on.
The shortstop, number 99, Kali Zayas, number 99.
Kali Zayas, the batter. Singleton scored back in the first, as did Trice ahead of her. Trice now on first base. And there's a chopper to short. The ball loose, and the batter will be safe at first. The lead runner out at second. So Zayas reaches on the fielder's choice. And they just corralled that ball in time to get Trice at second, 6-4. One gone in the inning, as we'll get one more look at that last play. Haley Hoggett will be the batter. That one nearly hit the glove of McCurdy as well. Haley Hoggett doubled home a pair her last time. There goes the runner. Ball got away, no chance for an out at second base, and moving up into scoring position is Zayas. Comes the 1-0. Swung on and missed. 1-1. The 1-1. Bounced on the ground to third. And there's no force over there. And I'm not sure they realized it. Perhaps there was a thought that the runner might advance, and Whitehead got caught in no woman's land. There was nobody covering, not that there should have been. But now it'll be runners on first and second with one out. I think officially that goes down as a fielder's choice for Hoggett. Riley Gregory, the batter. And the first pitch she sees low and inside. Runners thought about it for a split second there, but they will hold. There's a swing and a miss. That ball got away, and the runners will advance this time. So a passed ball there moves up both runners. And now Connecticut has two in scoring position with just one out. 1-1 the count on Gregory. Pitch on the way. High and outside. Two one. Inside, ball 3. Walk here loads the bases and brings up number 5 hitter Devin Durand. Durand walked in her last at-bat. Comes the 3-1. That's high, ball 4. And that will load the bases. So Connecticut now, with 3 on, has not recorded a hit here in this third inning. They've done plenty of damage swinging the bats, but they've also done plenty without having to swing the bat. Now Durand to the plate with a chance to perhaps break this game open. McCurdy worked out of trouble in the second, hopes to do so again here in the third. That pitch taken low, ball 1. Now, with the bases loaded, you would think that there's no need to run the ball back up the line. I don't think the runners are going anywhere. But maybe that's in lieu of throwing to the circle, as that swung on and missed 1-1. I guess if the runner gets far enough down the line, they could potentially take off on a throw. I don't think you do that here with one out. Comes the 1-1. Hit on the ground to short. Backhanded there. They'll go to first with it. And the indecision costs Maine a run. I thought they had the play at the plate. Instead, they go to first with it. And beating out the throw was Durand. A run comes in to score. And it is now 4-0 Connecticut. Here's a look. See if they had a play. Oh, yeah, they had a play at the plate for sure. They probably had the out at the plate. That was the easiest play. Maybe if you're not feeling good about the play at home, you can step on third, but I don't think first base was an option after you thought about it for more than a split second. So I think once again, that probably goes down as a fielder's choice with the look initially taken toward home and then the hesitation on the throw. So on my scorecard, Connecticut is still without a hit in this inning. And Avery Cheklinski will be the batter. Chance to help her own cause. 1 run home already here in this third inning. First pitch on the way. And that's low and inside, ball 1. (1-0) to the backstop, but the runners will hold. Two and 0 the count, and nowhere to put Cheklinski here as that swung on and missed 2-1. Two one. Popped up. On the infield, dropped. And the ball rolls away. And they will call an infield fly on that play. So the batter is out. However, the runner does score from third. So infield fly was called. Batter is out. The run comes in from third. And it's now 5-0 Connecticut. Well, that's a big break for Maine. Not so much that the run came home, but very easily they could have gotten no outs on that play. That pitch swung on and missed by Emily's Villa Alisea. Get one more look at that play following this next pitch. There's a swing and a miss, 0-2. Here's what happened on that last play. And that ball lands fair down the right field line. It rolls into the corner. It's still trapped against the fence. 2 runs in to score. And it's going to be a 2 RBI triple for Emily's Villa Alisea. It is now 7-0 Connecticut. That hit is their first of the inning, and it brings home 2. Two away now in the inning. And for Connecticut, 4 runs are home. Still no score over on field number 1. Pitch on the way. That swung on and missed. The count 1-2. We were communicating with the other field once again. Apologize for the brief silence there. There was a runner only on third, not second and third. And there's a swing and a miss for strike 3, as that will do it for Connecticut in the home half of the third. However, they played 4 in the inning. It took just 1 base hit to do it. And we head to the 4th. Connecticut in front, 7-0.
The Staten Island Fairy Hawks are proud to be a sponsor of this year's New York State Little League Championship because one championship organization deserves another. Come check out another amazing season with us at Staten Island University Hospital Community Ballpark with great ticket and group deals, theme nights, and fireworks displays. Good luck to all of our teams this week from your friends at the Staten Island Fairy Hawks. We'll see you at the game.
And we're back for the top half of the fourth inning from Great Kills Little League, Connecticut in front of Maine, 7-0. And very quickly, I'm going to take a look at my scorecard for that last half inning. It was a very unusual one. The inning began with a walk. 2 straight batters reached on a fielder's choice. Another walk was followed by a third fielder's choice. An infield fly brought home a run, and then a 2 RBI triple brought home 2 more. But 4 runs come around to score in the inning. Connecticut getting a well-pitched game on top of their 7-run outburst from starter Avery Cheklinski. And she returns to the circle now leading by 7 here in the fourth inning. Still time for Maine. We've seen that this team certainly can score. But Connecticut has shown no signs of slowing down in this game, and I think that's the concerning part. That, on top of the fact that they've managed to score their 7 runs, needing just 5 hits. Well, that's how bad things happen when we return extra softballs over the center field fence, over the 2 cameras. We don't need to see that again. Had to hold my breath there for a few seconds. For Connecticut, here in the road 4th inning, it will be 11-12-1. They've gone down 1-2-3 in each of the last 2 innings, as that swung on and missed strike 1. And Cheklinski has retired 9 straight batters. The last 5 of those coming via strikeout, as that pitch misses outside, 1-1. Comes the 1-1. Swing and a miss, 1-2. Long look in ahead of the 1-2 pitch. That's high and outside, 2-2, and perhaps these hitters trying to throw Cheklinski off her rhythm here. Taking a bit of extra time, anything they can do to try and gain some sort of advantage against the Connecticut right-hander. 2-2. Dribbled on the ground. And the throw to first is in time. 1 away in the inning. That will bring up Lila Berthume. Berthume, one of 2 extra hitters at the bottom of the Maine lineup. First plate appearance for her in this game. And that's taken low and inside, ball 1. Meanwhile, over on field number 1, New Jersey leads that game 3-0. Count 1-1 here on Berthume. The 1-1. That pitch taken out of the zone. 2-1. New Jersey, a team that has done what they've needed to in order to win. They haven't been lighting up the scoreboard, but they've gotten excellent pitching, played good defense, and scored enough. And it would be a very interesting matchup if these scores were to hold in Connecticut with their high-powered offense and great pitching that they've gotten, face the New Jersey team that's also gotten some great pitching and hasn't scored exactly as much as Connecticut has. You have to look at as well the teams they've faced, as that's taken high ball 4, and Berthume draws the walk. Not sure how first base ended up illuminated on our graphic. Perhaps a base runner was added instead of an out. But there is one away in the inning, and now there's a runner on first. That pitch to the backstop, and with that, there's a chance for a runner on second, and Berthume will slide in safely. So Berthume now in scoring position with one out. And if Maine's going to work their way back, now's the time to get started. That one's bounced right back to the circle, and the flip to first is in time. Over to third goes Berthume, and Maeve McDonald bounces out to Cheklinski for out number 2. That will bring up Natalie McCurdy. Chance for her to help her own cause here. Despite the 7 runs allowed, there have been some mishaps in the field for Maine. They've been charged with 3 errors. One of them coming on that infield fly, the dropped infield fly allowed the runner to score from third. That certainly should not have happened. And then a couple of plays, just a bit of indecision on the infield have hurt McCurdy as well. We've seen a ball hit to third where it appeared that they were playing for a force at third that they didn't have. Another play where they had an out at the plate and a bit of indecision, and the hesitation that followed allowed a run to score. That one did not go down as an error, but a couple of those fielder's choice plays in the last half inning certainly could have ended up being outs recorded elsewhere that prevented runs from scoring. Count now even at 2 on McCurdy. And if you're Maine here, a run in this spot, even though it would put a small dent into the lead, could go a very long way. To get nothing, certainly a bit demoralizing in this spot. And then all of a sudden, a big inning for Connecticut could win it as McCurdy strikes out and Maine is denied in the top half of the 4th inning. A runner stranded on third, no hits in the inning, and no errors. We head to the bottom half of the 4th. Connecticut comes to bat, leading by 7.
Northwell, Staten Island University Hospital, we strive to address the diverse mental health needs for the community. Listen in for some great tips from the Chair of Behavioral Health, Dr. Rashi Agarwal, and Dr. Brahim Ardolik to support positive outcomes.
K&S Industrial is your all-in-one supply and tool store for commercial, industrial, and domestic industries. A leader in HVAC supply stores, K&S provides various building and maintenance supplies for office buildings, industrial plants, schools, homes, and more. We also specialize in getting our customers hard-to-find items. If you're looking for HVAC supply stores that also offer anything else you might need, look no further than K&S Industrial. If they make it, we'll get it. K&S Industrial.
State Little League Championship is proud to have Dave & Buster's as a proud sponsor. Where are you going after the game? There's only one place with delicious food, ice-cold drinks, games on the big screen, and fun for the whole family. Food and drink specials are available all week with the latest video games and the biggest arcade on the island. Redeem tokens for great prizes and come back often because Dave & Buster's is the place to be for game day and all the days in between. Turn on the fun with Dave & Buster's on Staten Island.
And we're back from great kills. Connecticut with a chance to walk this game off if they can put 3 runs on the board here in this fourth. That pitch high and outside, ball 1 to Kinsley Persico. Persico drew a walk in the second. Was stranded on base, ultimately stranded at third. As she swings and misses here, 1-1. Meanwhile, over on field 1, New Jersey in the midst of a big-time rally. 5 runs home. They have the bases loaded with nobody out. There's a swing and a miss by Persico, 1-2. But as I mentioned before, if these scores hold with both teams leading by at least 5 runs, New Jersey and Connecticut, it sets up a very interesting final. 1-2. Inside, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Persico down, swinging for out number 1. That will bring up Sophia Arias. Arias lined out to first, her last time up. She takes outside, ball 1. The 1-0. Swung on and missed, 1 ball and 1 strike. Arias fooled on that pitch as that skipped in. The 0-1. Make that the 1-1 up high. Shame on me for glancing up at the scoreboard. Count 2 balls and 1 strike. That fouled off. Count even at 2 now. McCurdy looking for a second consecutive strikeout and is still in search of her first 1-2-3 inning in this game. That pitch taken upstairs, ball 3. McCurdy walked the leadoff batter in the second, again in the third, and that sliced foul, hoping to avoid a 1-out walk here in the fourth. It is not easy to do what these young pitchers do, come out here and pitch consecutive days, sometimes in multiple games. As that pitch is taken upstairs, ball 4. It's a 1-out base runner for Connecticut as Arias draws the walk, but if you pitch 12 in your brackets semifinal, those games played yesterday, you would not be eligible to pitch today. And Maryland is seeing the effects of that right now as that's hit in the air, shallow right, and the grab is made on the move. Good play out there in right field by Coulthard, and there are 2 away in the inning. Skylar Usey, the batter. Pitch on the way. There's a bouncer on the infield, and it ends up in right. So it looked like the second baseman took her initial steps towards second base to cover, and that vacated a hole as Usey will pick up a base hit. Chloe Trice will be the batter here. Yeah, there you see it, just a bit of indecision. And I'm not sure that Any second baseman has the range to get to that ball anyway, as that goes to the backstop, and both runners move up. Two in scoring position now for Trice, and she swings and misses 1-1. One and one, fouled back. And McCurdy, a strike away from stranding two in scoring position and putting up a 0 here in the fourth. 1-2. Bounces in 2-2. We may be closing in on a finish over at field number 1. That game is 7-0. The bases are loaded with nobody out. New Jersey still in the midst of a big rally, as that's taken high and outside for ball 3 to Trice. It is 7-0, bases loaded, nobody out in the top of the third, so they could be closing in on a finish over there. Payoff pitch, hit in the air, and dropped. It was dropped in left field. That will bring home 2. And that is a 2-run error in left field to put Connecticut in front 9-0. You probably won't be able to see that on the wide shot. In fact, I know you won't, but here's another look at the swing. That ball was hit pretty well by Trice. She got up to get it, but unable to make the grab in left field was, I believe, a new left fielder. I think they made some defensive changes, did Maine. Shuffling players around, we'll see. But I can't pick up the number from where I am. It was Bruneau who started in left. That I'm sure of. She had a ball hit her way earlier in the game. She is not out there now. Callie Zayas, the batter. And there goes the runner. And now the winning run is in scoring position. And Zayas with a base hit could end this game. Owen won the count on Zayas. Pitch on the way. Hit on the ground. Base hit. Will they send the runner? Yes, they will. And this should do it. In to score is Fallon. And Connecticut has won the New England bracket final as they will move on to face the winner of New Jersey and Maryland in the 10U Eastern Regional Softball Championship. Here's one more look at the swing that won it for Connecticut. There were many that contributed, but this one by Callie Zayas is the last. A ground ball base hit through the left side. It hit off the glove of the left fielder, and the winning run comes in to score as Connecticut walks it off in 4 against Maine. Our final score, 10-0 here in the first of 2 bracket final matchups on this last day of competition. With that, I'm going to take a look in over at the other field, and it is indeed a 10-run game over there as well. New Jersey on top of Maryland, 10-0 in the top of the 3rd inning. So that game could be headed for an early finish as well. But for Connecticut, an impressive run in this state championship continues, a regional championship, I should say. It continues with another run rule victory. I'm tallying up the hits before I throw up the final break board here. 2 in the 4th for Connecticut, 1 in the 3rd, and then 4 in the 1st. A 7-hit performance for them. And there is your official final line. 10 runs on 7 hits, no errors for Connecticut, no runs on 1 hit, and 4 errors in the game for Maine. And this Maine team has nothing to be ashamed of following their performance in this regional championship. They had an undefeated pool play record of 3-0. They then won a close game against Rhode Island for the second time yesterday. And unfortunately for them, the run ends here in the bracket finals. Just an off morning for Maine in this game. We've seen them play a lot of clean softball. They played with the lead for most of, if not all of their time here in Great Kills. And it was some early miscues and a red-hot start at the plate for Connecticut with 4 straight base hits that put them in front for good in the first inning. So what we are going to do, as Connecticut will be presented with their trophy, is throw it down to public address, and we'll take in the presentation of awards and, of course, the New England Bracket Championship Trophy for Connecticut. They move on to face the winner of New Jersey and Maryland. It appears that is going to be New Jersey as they lead by 10 in the top half of the third inning. Still nobody out. You can check out that live stream right here on the PDF Sports Network. But for now, we'll throw it down to the field as Connecticut is going to be presented with their awards and their New England Bracket Championship Trophy. They move on to face the winner of New Jersey and Maryland coming up next here on the PDF Sports Network. But for now, we'll take it down to field level.
This concludes the New England portion of the East Regional Championship Tournament. And let's give these two great teams, the two best New England teams, give them a great round of applause. You got number 1 and number 2 right here. Two great teams, a bunch of great girls, and outstanding players. You got great futures ahead of all of you, and you're going to have a lot more fun. So, without further ado, let me get this ceremony started. Come on down, Sean. We're going to give out medals.
Yeah, just want to thank the Great Kills community, the District 24 in New York for putting on a great tournament and a great experience for the kids. Congratulations to Connecticut. They played a great game. And then we'll read off the medals for our kids. First, Penelope Bruno. Natalie McCurdy. Riley Whitehead. Amelia Cody. Carly Piazzatelli. Maeve McDonald. Hayden West. Gabby Saldivar. Morgan Allen. Reagan Gagnon. Lila Berthium. And Lucy Coulthard.
Thank you. All right, nice round of applause for Maine! Way to go! Outstanding, outstanding. Once again, I just want to reiterate, Little League stands for sportsmanship, having fun, and making friends. This is a great chance that you get to see each other from all different states. We have the 10 best states in the East region, which is unbelievable. And I just want to say thank you to everybody. And now, let's bring out the champions. Come on down.
Congratulations to Maine. You guys got a great team. That was a great game. Chloe Trice. Callie Zayas. Haley Hoggett. Riley Gregory. Devin Durant. Avery Cheklinski. Emelise Villa Alisea. Vivian Hayward. Kinsley Persico. Sophia Arias. Bryn Fallon. And Skylar Busey.
All right, let's hear it for Connecticut. Great job. Now I'm going to present the New England Championship Trophy. Here you go. Congrats to Andrew Trice and his cream and his coaches and his girls. And, of course, we're going to give out the New England banner. We're going to give you a lap around the fields. All right, here we go. Got it? Oh, boy, don't run too fast. All right. Great job. This concludes our ceremonies for the New England portion. We're going to take a little break, and then we'll come back with the Eastern Regional Championship game between Mid-Atlantic and New England. Great job, guys. Girls.
All right, Joe Foreman back with you from the press box here at field number 2 at Great Kills Little League. Once again, it is a 10-0 victory for Connecticut over Maine in the New England bracket final. Connecticut, your New England champions. They will face the winner of the Mid-Atlantic bracket championship game. That game is taking place right now over on the other field, and that game is nearing a conclusion. I actually have that game airing live up here in the press box. They just went to commercial break, but it is a big lead for New Jersey in that game. We're actually about to come out of break over there, and it is 14-0 New Jersey with a lead in that one entering the bottom half of the third inning. So Maryland just getting out of that top half of the third. However, it is a big lead in that game for New Jersey, and they appear headed for a matchup with Connecticut in our 10U East Region Softball Championship final. However, that will be official within the next inning if Maryland cannot score at least 5 runs. So keep an eye on that game if you're looking to see who Connecticut will face. As for those of you cheering on Connecticut and Maine, we thank you for tuning in to this broadcast of our New England bracket final. Once again, our final score, Connecticut 10 and Maine nothing. This has been Joe Foreman on the call, and I will be joined by Nicholas Bavona for our 10U East Region Softball Championship game. Connecticut takes on the winner of New Jersey and Maryland coming up next right here on the PDF Sports Network. You can also check out the conclusion of that game on a separate stream right now, so head over and take a look. You can join Nick on that call. If not, we'll see you between 12:30 and 1 p.m. for our regional championship game here on PDF.